Hello and welcome to the in-depth series section of Drishti IAS. I'm Aisha, and in today's episode we will be talking about an act which was formed 46 years back but till now has not been implemented in the state of Arunachal Pradesh. We are talking about the Freedom of Religion Act 1978. So this act till now has not been implemented in the state of Arunachal Pradesh, and now the demands is rising that this act must be implemented now. So first of all, about the points of discussion, first we will be looking at the news, then what is Freedom of Religion Act 1978 of Arunachal Pradesh and why the introduction of this act took place and why the act came to the news as of now, and in the end a prelims MCQ. Topic is of relevance from General Studies paper 2, that is Acts and Laws. The news talks about why Arunachal Pradesh is bringing back 1978 Act against forceful religious conversion. So as the name itself is saying, that Freedom of Religion Act, so that there should be freedom with regard to the religion. But there was a problem which started in the state of Arunachal Pradesh, that the indigenous people of Arunachal Pradesh or the indigenous communities of Arunachal Pradesh, which earlier was at a dominant position and demographically also whose number was very high in the state, but slowly and gradually till the time of 2011 census, it was found that the population of indigenous communities of Arunachal Pradesh was declining, and the other religious denominations or other religious sects were gaining in prominence. Like for example, the population of Christianity rose from 1971 to around 2011 census, and as of now if we talk about, then the highest population in the Arunachal Pradesh, or you can say that in the northeast, is Christianity, and also in the state of Arunachal Pradesh as of 2011 census, the population of Christianity is more than 30%. So this is what is forcing the Freedom of Religion Act to come into prominence, as it restricts the forceful religious conversion. Now forceful religious conversion means converting from one religion to another religion. So if someone is doing it willfully, then that is fine, but forceful conversion, it means that converting someone against his or her wish or against his or her will. Now this will be punishable. Willful conversion is fine, but the forceful conversion is the problem. Before moving forward, Drishti IAS Mukherjee Nagar classes has now been shifted to Noida, and the IAS GS Foundation course covering both prelims and mains offline batches in English medium, the admissions are open. If you have any query, give us a call at 87501, and the Noida center address for Drishti IAS is C171/2 Block A, Sector 15, Noida. And if you are traveling by metro, then the nearest metro station is Noida Sector 15. Let's begin. So the Arunachal Pradesh government is working to bring a 1978 Act against the forceful conversion, and it is framing rules for its implementation. So how this 1978 Act can be implemented, and this is a 46-year-old Act. Then what is the contentious Arunachal Pradesh Freedom of Religion Act 1978? Let us talk about it. So the Freedom of Religion Act of Arunachal Pradesh 1978, it talks about, and first of all, this act is enacted by the Union Territory of Arunachal Pradesh First Legislative Assembly. So the First Legislative Assembly of the Union Territory of Arunachal Pradesh enacted this act at a time when the Arunachal Pradesh was going through rapid changes. Then this act prohibits religious conversion by use of force, inducement or fraudulent means. It means that if any of the person of indigenous nature of Arunachal Pradesh is converted to other religion by force, it means against his or her will, or by inducements, it means by someone else's inducement the person is converging, and then through fraudulent means that the person is not willing, but by making the person do something different, or by pursuing the person, or the persuasion is so high, or by lucring the person by some irrelevant means, so this kind of conversion is prohibited in the Freedom of Religion Act 1978 of Arunachal Pradesh. It means forceful conversion from one religion to another religion. And if forceful conversion comes out, then there is punishment also for it, and that is imprisonment up to 2 years. Up to 2 years means it can be for 6 months, 1 year, 1.5 year or 2 years. So the imprisonment is for up to 2 years, and there is fine of up to rupees 10,000. So imprisonment up to 2 years and fine up to 10,000. And every act of conversion needs to be reported to the Deputy Commissioner of the district. So every act where the conversion is taking place, the case needs to be reported to the Deputy Commissioner of the district. Then the religious faiths in this context include indigenous faith. So when we talk about the religious faiths whose conversion is being talked about in the Freedom of Religion Act 1978, so this religious faith is in the context of indigenous faith. Indigenous faith means that the people who are indigenous to Arunachal Pradesh, the people who belong to Arunachal Pradesh, because the Arunachal Pradesh is a state in which many different communities live together. So these different communities, these indigenous communities, is what is the main context under the religious faiths under the Freedom of Religion Act 1978. Like for example, this indigenous faith of Arunachal Pradesh, Buddhism, there are many communities which follows Buddhism like Monpas, Membas, Khambas, Khampatis. Then there are people who worship nature in Arunachal Pradesh, including Doni Polo, the concept of sun and moon. Then there is Vaishnavism also, which are practiced by the Noctes and the Akas. So there are different indigenous communities following different natures or different religious faiths. So protecting these religious faiths, protecting their culture, protecting their sect, protecting their faiths, and also protecting their heritage and cultural identities is what is the main aim of the Freedom of Religion Act of 1978. So these are few of the indigenous communities of Arunachal Pradesh. There are other communities also. I'm just giving you an example. So this act was enacted in 1978, and successive governments have not framed the rules for its implementation. Even though it was enacted in the year 1978, but till now the implementation of this act has not taken place. Now why this was introduced? So Arunachal Pradesh is home to a number of different small ethnic communities with an array of different beliefs and practices. Because there are so many different communities which live together in Arunachal Pradesh, and they follow their own beliefs and practices. So to conserve their own beliefs and practices, it was thought that the process of conversion or forceful conversion needs to be stopped. So Christians, which was in the year 1971, formed around 0.79% of the population, formed 4.32% of the population in 1981, and in the 2011 census, they formed around 30% of the population of Arunachal Pradesh. So the indigenous communities of the Arunachal Pradesh, they tend to feel insecure that the other religion population is rising as compared to the indigenous population. So that matter of conservation of their indigenous culture came forward. Then the members demanded the protection of their indigenous religions and cultures. Then why this act came to news now, that why it has again come up? So first of all, a PIL was filed in the year 2022, and it talked about, and it was filed by the former General Secretary of the Indigenous Faiths and Cultural Society of Arunachal Pradesh, and this PIL was filed in the Guwahati High Court, and it talked about, it urged the state government to frame rules for an act whose aim was protecting the indigenous culture of the Arunachal Pradesh. Then the census data talked about, the 2011 census reported Hinduism, second largest religion in Arunachal Pradesh, around 29.04%, with other religions and Buddhism at 26.2% and 11.77%. So the number one was Christian, around 30% of the population. Second was Hinduism, around 29% of the population. While other religions and Buddhism was at 26.2% and 11.77%. So this other religion, or you can say the indigenous communities, they felt that they need to take some step to conserve their culture and their traditions. And the 1971 census revealed a large number of tribal people identified as Hindu due to similarities with indigenous beliefs. So this was also one of the problems that they suffered. Then about the court's response, on September 30, 2024, Advocate General of Andhra Pradesh drafted rules for the act were prepared and the finalization would take another 6 months. So the court closed the petition expecting the finalization within this period. So finalization of the rules that how the implementation of the Freedom of Religion Act 1978 would take place. So basically the act is there in place, but the implementation part needs to be come up or needs to be set, that how the implementation of the act will be done. Now in the end, a prelims MCQ, and you people need to tell me the answer in the comment section. According to the act, what is included in the definition of religious faith? And the act is Freedom of Religion Act 1978. Only Hinduism and Christianity are recognized as religious faiths. Religious faiths include indigenous religions such as Buddhism, nature worship, Vaishnavism as practiced by various communities in Arunachal Pradesh. Then religious faiths refer only to nature worship practices in Arunachal Pradesh. Then the act defines religious faiths as any religion that has been practiced in Arunachal Pradesh for more than 100 years. So which of it is correct? Tell me in the comment section. And that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time. Keep reading, keep writing, and keep subscribing to the channel. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.